gentlemen, a very important question. In fact, this is going to make your mind really involved with the plate and plate-like questions, right? I'm going to draw right here in front of you, and step by step I'm going to explain it to you. Now suppose there are three plates in the question. Plate number 1, 2, 3, we'll name it later on, and these are the three plates, three thick plates. Okay, plate number A, B and C, right? Plate number B has given a charge Q. A and C has not given any charge, but we have shorted A and C. This is given in the question that A and C are shorted somewhat like this. Now the question is, find the charges on each plate. Means we have to find out the charge on each plate. Only the charge Q is provided to B. Now there will be the corresponding inductions on A and C on the left and right faces. We are supposed to get all these charges in this question, right? It's a very good question. How exactly we are going to pursue? Let me brief you. Suppose this face has got a charge Q, so obviously this face will be Q minus small q. Fine. Now this Q is going to induce some charge on this, that is minus Q, right? And this will induce a charge on it, that will be minus of Q minus Q, right? This you must be feeling as if that this will be the induction. See guys, that is very true, the induction will be there, but if there is an induction on the inner side of the plate, there will be a corresponding induction on the outer side of the plate also. We normally consider that if it is minus Q, then outer side will be plus Q. It's wrong. This is the point where we can be proved wrong. Why? Because these two plates are connected with each other. They are not isolated plates. It means whatever is going to be induced here and induced here, these two charges are connected through a wire, so even they can transfer from each other, right? So that is why we will suggest that you please consider this plate to be at charge Q1 and the outer face of this plate to be at charge Q2, and this is going to make the life bit easier. Why? Because now Q1 and Q2 correspondingly can have any value which is based on the transfer of charge from this plate to this plate or vice versa, right? So this is the first trick that you have to manage. Now these two plates are separated by a distance small a. This will be normally given in the numerical or in the question. So this is A and this is also A. Oh, sorry, this is B. Okay. It's not always that both the two distances are always equal. So I can say this distance is A and this distance is B. So A and B. Fine. So rest is in front of you, A, B and the charges that we have distributed. This is the step number 1. Now, see, the potential difference between B and A and B and C will be equal. Why? Because both A and C are connected through a wire. It means potential of A with respect to B should be equal to potential of C with respect to B, right? So VAB should be equal to VCB. And what is VAB? VAB is, that is potential gradient. So we are going to use the logic of electric field is potential gradient. So potential is electric field. Say onto this side I am saying the electric field is E1 and onto this side it is E2. So it is E1 into A and this is E2 into B. And what is, by the way, E1? E1 will be equal to sigma by epsilon naught between the two plates. So I am going to say it's sigma by epsilon naught into cross-sectional area A. Sorry, sigma by epsilon naught, not cross-sectional area A. This is wrong. I am not going to consider it here. Don't write it. It is sigma by epsilon naught, sigma 1 by epsilon naught into small a, and this is sigma 2 by epsilon naught into small b. Right? So sigma 1 by epsilon naught is q by epsilon naught into a. Now you can write capital A, that is the cross-sectional area, not A for this area of the this plate number A. This is the area of the plate, and into small a, and this is in fact q minus q divided by epsilon naught a into b. Right? So from this gone, and what you can find is this. So q a plus b is equal to capital Q into b. So small q is q into b divided by a plus b. So this is the first result that you have got, because you have got three variables here: a, this is q, and q1 and q2. You have got three variables here, and you have found out the first variable, that is small q. Now q1 minus q plus minus of q minus q plus q2 is equal to 0. Do you agree? Do you agree with this statement? Absolutely. Why? Because these two plates were not having any charge. The initial charge of these two plates were 0. So it means by the principle of conservation of charges, what we can say? What exactly is there? Sum of all the charges is 0, dear. So it is q1 minus q plus q plus q2 is equal to 0. This gone, it means q1 plus q2 is equal to q. Another equation you have got. Okay, so now you have got an equation between q1 and q2, that is q1 plus q2 is equal to q. Now, this is what we have already found. This is the equation that we have calculated. Now the things are going to have a very complex shape. Third equation is a little difficult. That is why I have told you, please concentrate on this question. This is really very good question, and you are going to be benefited a lot from the understanding of this question, right? Now think of how can we have the third equation so that we can solve the value of q1 and q2, or we can find q1 and q2 in terms of small q. Just think of. You will be really having a tough time in thinking this. So I have wiped off the part that we have already made clear to you guys. Right. Now see, I have just taken the two results that we have just found out. Q is equal to qb upon a plus b, and q1 plus q2 is equal to q. Now I have to make the third equation, which is relatively going to make me comfortable to find the value of q1 and q2. Now what can be done to find that equation? In order to find that equation, I am going to use the concept that the electric field between these plates will be 0. Between any conducting plate, the electric field is 0, may it be A plate or B plate or C plate. Choice is yours. So it means by using this concept, you can find the third equation, which is going to be really very helpful. And let's work it out. How can we do it? Suppose we are talking about C region, means, let me shade this region. The electric field within this region is 0 because of all the charges in the vicinity of it. I mean, superposition will be made applicable here. So Q2 is positive, Q1 is positive, this is negative, positive, positive, negative, right? So we are going to use the polarities, and then we are going to take the directions. See, the Q2 is a positive and going to cause the electric field in this direction, and this negative charge is again going to cause the electric field in this direction, means towards negative is going to have the negative is going to, if this is the boundary of the plate, then this negative is going to have the electric field from this point towards this point and from this point towards the plate point. It means minus Q by Q is having the electric field in this direction, and Q minus Q is going to have the electric field in this direction. Please understand what I am saying. Suppose I am going to have the electric fields because of the different charges, and the charges are on the two faces. See to it. Okay, let me draw it here. This is the region. This is the region, this shaded region, right? I have drawn it little irregular to make it little clear that how exactly the electric field are going to affect it. So this is the plate, and now Q2 has been made like this, so means this is the electric field because of Q2, and this plate is going to be the negative charge plate and will be having the electric field in this direction, right? Okay, so these will be the two electric fields because of this and this side. Similarly, this face being positive is going to cause the electric field passing through this region somewhat like this. So it means this is the electric field because of Q minus small q. Okay. Similarly, this will be the electric field because of small q. Are you getting the points or not? Right. And because of minus q, this will be the electric field because of the minus q charge, and because of q1, this will be the electric field. This is because of minus q, and this is because of q1, right? So hope it is clear to you guys. This field is because of q minus q. This direction of the field is because of this q. This is because of q2. I must write here q2. Hope it is visible. q2. And this is because of q minus q, that is the negative q minus q, and they are opposite to each other, you can see, right? And this is because of q minus q, and this is because of minus of q minus q. These two electric fields are opposite to each other, and this is because of q, and this is because of minus q. It means again these two are opposite to each other. What is left? q2 and q1, which are again opposite to each other, means these electric fields are going to cancelize each other, and this is q2 and q1, which is opposite, will be left. And now what I am going to do is, it is q2 upon epsilon naught a in the minus I cap direction, and q1 upon epsilon naught a in the plus I cap direction, and in total it will be equal to 0. Why? Because the net electric field passing through this region will be 0. These two I have drawn the direct plates, this, and the region I have shaded like this, and correspondingly I have made all the electric fields corresponding to the charges available in the vicinity. I hope I have made my point clear. Now this is negative, this is positive. If I'm going to move it over here, so I can simply get Q1 is equal to Q2. Now you can see this is equation number 3. Okay, I must write it like this. Fine. So this, and now it means Q1 is also Q by 2 from this, and Q2 is also Q by 2, and small q I have already got, so the question is complete. Got it or not? Was little complex when we have seen this segment. Again, if you have not understood this segment, please write in my comment box in the YouTube. Surely I'll try my level best to make it comfortable for you in case you have not understood it. Otherwise, as far as I am concerned, or my vision is concerned, I have made it clear. Still, the ball is in your court. If you have not found it comfortable or understandable, especially this part, I'll make it clear. Don't worry about it. Please write in my comment box. Thanks a lot, guys. And now we'll move on. In the next video, we'll move on to the dielectrics and the complex dielectric arrangements. These will be the next segment of numericals that we are going to cover.